Friday Fantasy Baseball Streamers, Top Pitchers to Watch. If you thought the MLB season was winding down, think again. There's still plenty of action left to unpack. With roughly 40% of the season remaining, we're diving headfirst into what many call the second half, even though that term might not technically fit. But hey, who's counting? The real question is, can your fantasy baseball team survive the stretch run? Let's explore some under-the-radar starting pitchers for Friday who could make a difference in your lineup. And this is where it gets interesting. These aren't household names, but they have matchups that could turn heads. Before we dive in, let's set the stage. All stats referenced come from MLB.com, and probable starters are listed there as well. For those looking to dig deeper, daily fantasy baseball projections can be found at Fantasy SP all season long. Now, onto the streamers. First up, Jonathan Cannon of the Chicago White Sox, facing off against Bailey Falter of the Pittsburgh Pirates. If you're searching for a silver lining in this matchup, you won't find much. It's two struggling teams clashing. The Pirates did show flashes of brilliance earlier in the summer, sweeping both the Mets and Cardinals during a 6-game winning streak. Unfortunately, reality hit hard afterward with 8 consecutive losses. As for the White Sox, well, let's just say consistency hasn't been their strong suit. Cannon's profile leaves something to be desired. While he manages walks reasonably well, his strikeout numbers are lackluster, and opponents tend to square him up more often than not. At just 201 1/3 career innings pitched, he has room to grow, but right now, his ratios leave much to be improved. On the flip side, Falter offers slightly better control, though his strikeout rate mirrors Cannon's. What sets Falter apart is his ability to limit hits. He surrendered only 83 hits over 97 1/3 innings this year. Still, an uptick in strikeouts would solidify his value moving forward. Both hurlers are middling options, but the weak opposing offenses make them worth considering. Next, we shift our focus to Taj Bradley of the Tampa Bay Rays, squaring off against the Baltimore Orioles. Bradley brings a balanced skill set to the mound, hovering around league average in both walks and strikeouts throughout his career. This season, however, his performance has dipped slightly. His ERA sits at 4.60, partly due to bad luck and partly because of defensive miscues leading to unearned runs. Can Bradley regain form? It's possible, especially if he nudges his strikeout rate closer to his career norm. Meanwhile, the Orioles remain in the hunt for a wild card berth, albeit barely. Sitting 7.5 games back in the AL standings, they'll need to start stringing wins together quickly, or risk becoming sellers at the trade deadline. Their offensive struggles don't help matters, and unless reinforcements arrive soon, October dreams may fade fast. Moving on, Reese Olson of the Detroit Tigers takes the hill against the Texas Rangers. Olson has quietly flown under the radar despite impressive work limiting base runners and suppressing power. In 58 innings, he's allowed just 19 earned runs and 3 homers, a testament to his effectiveness. Injuries sidelined him earlier in the year, but if he stays healthy, expect his stock to rise among fantasy managers. The Rangers present an intriguing subplot here. Despite boasting one of the top pitching staffs in baseball, their offense ranks near the bottom of the league. With the trade deadline looming, acquiring bats should be their priority. Could someone like Ryan O'Hearn, an all-star DH currently with the Orioles, fill the void? Time will tell. Finally, J.P. Sears of the Oakland Athletics travels to face the Cleveland Guardians. Cleveland endured a brutal stretch before the All-Star break, dropping 10 straight games. A late surge helped them climb back into contention, but their offensive woes persist. Sears fits the mold of a classic streaming option. He limits walks but struggles with punch-outs. Pitching in Cleveland rather than his usual hitter-friendly confines in Sacramento gives him a slight edge, but don't expect fireworks. So how do these arms stack up? Here's my ranking. 1. Reese Olson, Det. 2. Taj Bradley, TB. 3. Bailey Falter, Pit. 4. J.P. Sears, ADH. 5. Jonathan Cannon, CWS. But here's the kicker. While none of these pitchers scream ace, they each offer enough upside to warrant consideration based on their matchups. And this is the part most people miss. Context matters more than raw talent sometimes. So what do you think? Are these streamers worth the gamble, or would you rather roll the dice elsewhere? Share your thoughts in the comments below.